Welcome back to A Texan Shaves. Got a nice release happening today, December 6th. I am recording this at about 8 a.m. December 6th, and I'm going to edit and post this immediately. But today at noon from Adopted Acres, there's a new collaboration with Cape Cod Wet Shaving, John Bonham himself, called Cape Christmas. Man, I love that label. This one is a major, amazing fusion, in my opinion, between an aquatic Christmas. It's really unique and beautiful. So the scent opens bright with bright and coastal. This is off the sales blurb, with citrus, sea air, pink pineapple, cucumber mist, coconut water, sage, and cardamom, drifting into a heart of beach rose, which is spectacular in this, peony, plumeria, ocean breeze, santal wood, papyrus, violet, iris, dry cedar wood. Then it settles into a glowing base of charred cedar, sandalwood, midnight vanilla, amber, musk, oak moss, and a soft leather warmth. It's Christmas and beach rose fusion that feels festive, coastal, and entirely unique. And it absolutely is entirely unique. And it's really amazing. And I'm just smelling off the tub here. I have not used this yet. Have not even tried the splash yet. I received this the other day. But even off the tub, it's crazy how I'm getting both the beach and Christmas vibe off this. It definitely puts me in a festive mood, and not even just a Christmas festive mood, but it puts me in a festive mood. Probably at any time I would use this. Man, this fragrance makes me smile, guys. I cannot wait to get this going. Let's go over the hardware. Of course, being that this is a Cape Cod collaboration, I have to use the Alpha Shaving Cape Cod razor. It is beautiful and kind of, I guess I don't know if this was planned or what, but look at how that matches that label. That is insanely crazy. Beautiful job there. I don't know if it's a coincidence or it happened. For the brush, I am using a Grizzly Bay that I thought matched quite well as well. You know me, I like to match my stuff when I can, so I thought that was a pretty nice match. I do have the splash, as I said. Something else I'm going to use, I just got this in one of my Black Friday purchases. I'm only going to do the first pass with this. And this is the Proof Shavette. They call it a straight razor on their website, but of course we all know it's a Shavette. It takes a split DE blade. I do have it loaded with a Tatara, a split Tatara in there, as well as I have a Tatara in the Cape Cod. So I'm going to do my first pass with this just to give it a try. I have not used it yet. I've got so much scheduled video-wise that I don't have a chance to fit this in just yet in a video, but I want to get at least one pass with it just to get a feel for it right now. Plus, I've yet to shave anything like this with anything resembling a straight razor, so we're going to see if I massacre myself or not. All right, so let's get the lather going on this, guys. As I said, this releases today at Adopted Acres, 12 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Central, and so on as far as time goes. So do not miss out on this, guys. John Bonham's a good friend. Doug Lane is a good friend. Karen Lane is a good friend. And the whole Lane family are amazing. You're not only supporting a small artisan, but you're supporting some great people in the community as well. Oh, gosh, I cannot stop smelling this one. Man, that is such an amazing scent. I don't think there is anything out there quite like this one. Oh, you do not want to miss this. All right, I need to stop talking about it. Let's get the brush wet. And let's get this brush loaded. I have about a day and a half growth, I believe. Something like that. I stopped counting. I keep thinking I'm going to grow this back, but here I am shaving it off again. So, all right, we'll load this brush up. That is more than enough, as usual. Oh, excuse me, I've got the sniffles. I just had a sneezing fit right before I started this video for some reason. Not sick, just had some itchiness in my sinuses, but hopefully that's not a lead up to something. But I'm going to be a little proactive and get some Zicam or something to make sure. All right. That's good. All right. So let's get the glasses off and the face wet, and we're going to get this shave started. Face nice and wet. I just got out of the shower maybe, I don't know, 30 minutes ago, 40 minutes ago. All right. I still feel weird lathering my chin. Oh, it smells so good. Right off the bat, you get hit with that pink pineapple and citrus. I need a lot more water. Forgot how dense this knot is, and it does not like to take on water. I have to force it to. Been a while since I've used this brush. There we go, though. A little bit more on this side. Now we're talking. Beautiful, beautiful Adopted Acres lather. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Let's get this first pass going. Got lather all the way up my arm somehow. All right. Dry my hands off a little bit. So we're going to go in first with the Proof Shavette. Have not used this yet, so we will see. You know, I've only used 2 other split DE Shavettes before. One's a Parker Director, and the other one I think was a Goodfellas Smile or something like that. I can't remember, but we'll see how this goes. This is all out of CNC aluminum. The scale here it has some weight to it, so you got to kind of put it in a position where it's balanced, I'm feeling already. So it was kind of making me want to go one side. But here we go. Ooh, yeah, that's not good. This is kind of throwing me off. I'm gonna need some practice with it. Okay. Yeah, the weight of this is definitely, because scales usually aren't this heavy, and it's definitely throwing me off. I'm gonna need a lot more practice with this one. And I did get myself there like I thought I did when you heard me go, oop. All right, here we go. Yeah, it's weird to counteract that. Just like with any razor, you need some time with it. It's already feeling a little bit more easier to manage now that I know what I got to do. Okay, yeah. It's just changing in the grip. Definitely different feeling. But yeah, no, it did a fantastic job. Just I did get a little nick up here because I was being careless. All right, now here's the fun part. I've never done this, so let's see. And the weight of this I got to kind of pinch it between here, which I guess is probably what you're supposed to do. So when you got weight like that, so. Let's see. Never done it in the nose, guys. First time. Don't even know if I'm doing it right, but I guess what works for me is right, as we all know. Yeah, that's a little tough, isn't it? I've never... Getting those little hairs up there right in the nostril area, right? I'm going to have to wait for the DE for that, so... It's definitely different going over these new contours that I'm not used to. Yeah, a little heavy there too, didn't I? And yes, I know this will all be different with the actual straight. Oh, you're rinse that off. Okay. Not too bad. Not too bad. Couple little boo-boos. Can you tell I have kids? Boo-boos. All right, let's get the face wet and let's go for the second pass. We're going to move on to the Cape Cod razor. Did a good first pass job. Yeah. Not too shabby. All right. Beautiful. All right, back to my comfort zone. Fantastic. You know, a lot of people think that these themed razors from Alpha are all the same. They're not. And a lot of them, well, I say a lot, I'd say a good portion of them, the geometry is not an outlaw, such as the Lone Star is definitely not an outlaw. It may look like one, but it's not. Same thing with the Shave Dad. The Shave Dad's one that's probably closest to being an outlaw, but this Cape Cod one is not either. Man, this smells so good. Fantastic. Yes, I keep getting quiet on my chin and lip. Still not used to it. Alright, final pass. We're going to go ahead and do 3 this time. Because I am absolutely enjoying this fragrance. Cannot wait to get to the splash. Oh man, this smells so good. Now, I know a lot of you see the word rose and you immediately say no. Maybe not a lot of you, but there's a good portion of you I know that are not a rose fan. Now, beach rose is a totally different type. It's like rose in name, but it is not the fragrance that you think when you think of rose. It's close. It is definitely in the family, but it's something that if you've never smelled it, you definitely need to give it a try. All right, final pass. It's a very unique rose scent. There's also rock rose, which I have a couple soap sets that have that in it, and it's a very unique one also. One of them is from Arran of Scotland. Very, very lovely scent. I believe it was rock rose and patchouli, or it's something like that. Amazing fragrance. I don't think I've done a video on any of the Arran of Scotland. I did have some I used because I had them in tube creams, but I also have them in shave soaps they're in like this stone bowl because they don't make those anymore. I found them to collect them in the bowls, but they do still make the creams in the tube. Really good stuff. I actually found them in a Central Market when I was shopping for some Noble Otter in a grocery store. But they do have a nice website, and there are some shave stores that carry them, such as Bull Goose, I believe, is one. But there are a lot of type of roses out there is what I'm getting at. So don't run away once you just see the word rose. It might be something you'd be interested in. Have to get John to go over all the different roses, I guess, and scents of scents. All right. I think that's got it. All right, my friends, go and get a rinse, come back up for the splash. My final thoughts. Be right back. All right. Good Lord, how good my skin feels every time I use Adopted Acres right after the rinse. My face just feels amazing. Their base is magical. So good. Even though I had a couple little rough spots, I don't seem to be the blood offering was not that bad. Very nice. All right. Let's get the splash going. Talk more about this fragrance. Now, with Adopted Acres, it is shipped with the sprayer, but they also put a pour cap in for those that like to splash it on. I prefer the sprayer. It aerates the scent and increases the scent and allows other notes to awaken up when you do atomize it, in my opinion. And it gives me a way to experience the fuller body of the fragrance. But that's not saying you have to do that. It's just that's my opinion and how I like to do it. Then I'll put some extra in my hand. I still go to the face. Oh wow, I'm going all over with this. It's a beautiful light citrus on the top, like it says, with that citrus, sea air, and pink pineapple. It's not like old salty briny, but it does give you that briny feeling of being near the ocean. Those florals, God, those florals are probably some of the best blended florals I have smelled in quite a while. They just give you this beautiful note that isn't overpowering, that isn't pushing it towards the feminine side, of course, because you've got all these woods. There is a ton of wood in this. What we got? We've got dry cedar wood, charred cedar, sandalwood, oak moss, and leather, amber even, and vanilla, which work together. And then you got musk. It's definitely got this masculine anchor, if you will, since we're talking a little bit of nautical stuff with this, that just pulls this so much into the masculine side. But it gives you this distinguished vibe with those florals, though, that puts it up to another level. It's so beautiful. I know they were when they were working on these, I didn't talk to John too much, but when I was talking to Doug, he wasn't sure. But as soon as he sent this and I got my nose on it, I was like, you're mad, man. This is fantastic. This is incredible. I wish I'd have thought of it. This is a wonderful, amazing fragrance. You do not want to miss this one, guys. So if you do want to get it, it's released today at 12 p.m., 12 noon Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Central, and so on, at Adopted Acres on Etsy. So check it out. I'll have the link in the description below. Be sure to check out John Bonham, Cape Cod Wet Shaven. If you're not subscribed to his channel, I'm going to have a link below to his channel. Please subscribe to him. Also, don't miss John and I with Doug Embry on Shave Masters every other Tuesday. And find your peace in what and where you can. We'll see you next time on A Texan Shaves. Goodbye.